I'm standing here and it's starting to rain. I'm in the garden with this magnificent creature here. This is the wild plant Teasel, Dipsacus fullonum, which is a wildflower in Ireland. And many people would recognise this big spiky plant with this purple flower heads. And this plant is in its second year, so it's a biennial plant. And I just wanted to show it to you in its second year, but it's when it's in its first year that we would harvest the root of Dipsacus for a really strong medicine. This is a little Dipsacus here in its first year. I just nabbed it from the nursery here, herb nursery, and it gets to about a foot tall, and in autumn time is when we would harvest it for its roots. And the roots are an amazing anti-inflammatory and they're an amazing analgesic. And what I would find Dipsacus root for very useful for in clinical practice is for pain, so muscular pain, tendon and ligament pain and joint pain, and also the inflammation. So for conditions like fibromyalgia, for ME, where there's a lot of chronic fatigue involved as well, or also for any kind of arthritic or joint pain or any kind of arthritis. Certainly the root tincture, we tincture it, and this year I'm hoping to actually make some vinegar from the Dipsacus root as well. So again, we'd harvest it in autumn, and that's when we'd make medicines from this plant. In traditional Chinese medicine, there's other species of Dipsacus that have been used there for thousands of years, and there it's considered a kidney tonic. So in Chinese medicine, when the kidneys are deficient, that can also be seen as back pain. It can come forth as joint pain, especially like knee pain and back pain. And that's where you would think of using Dipsacus root as well. So when I'm treating somebody for kidney deficiency in clinical practice, and they're coming in with back pain and I think it's kidney deficiency, Dipsacus root is one of the plants that I may think of putting into their formula. And also another thing that's really useful for is for sports injury as well. So recovery from sports injury, whether it's muscular or whether it's bone, it is well known to heal and repair connective tissue and bone quite fast as well. So whether it's an accident or some kind of trauma that's happened or some kind of injury, again, Dipsacus could be really, really helpful there for somebody. And you may have heard of Teasel also being used for Lyme disease. So it's become quite popular the last few years as a medicine for Lyme disease. Now, Lyme disease is a much broader picture. There's lots of co-infections going on. So please, if you are thinking of using Teasel root for Lyme disease, please go and see a herbalist, a qualified herbalist who has experience treating Lyme. There's tons of other herbs that are extremely useful for Lyme disease, for that inflammation, for that pain, for the muscular pain and the bone pain and the aches. And it would be best to go see someone in consultation and they will make you up a formula that may or may not have Teasel root in it. But that's just a tiny bit about our Teasel as it starts to lash down here in Ivywood. It's been raining, this is the rainiest July, and I'm just here coming checking on this really gorgeous spiky Teasel here. And yeah, I just wanted to fill you in a little bit about some of the amazing properties and healing that the root can bring. Thanks.